A very good morning to all of you. I, Dr. Hinduja Srichan from Srinagar College of Commerce, University of Mumbai, feel deeply honored to be there with you today on the occasion of World Environment Day, a day that reminds us for our shared duty to protect and care for the planet we call home. Today, I will be speaking about two important topics, that is sustainability and environmental accounting, especially in the context of India, a country rich in natural beauty, biodiversity, and tradition, but also facing serious environmental challenges. Sustainability simply means using our natural resources like water, air, land, and energy in a way that meets our needs today without destroying the ability of future generation to meet theirs. It's about balance. We all want development, jobs, and better lifestyle, but we must make sure that growth does not harm the environment. On the other hand, environmental accounting is like keeping track of nature's bank account. Just like businesses track profits and losses, countries like India are now beginning to measure how much we take from nature and how much we give back. This includes measuring pollution levels, tracking the use of natural resources like forest, water, and minerals, and monitoring waste generation, including electronic waste. It helps government make better decisions by showing the real cost of development, including the damage to the nature. India is a land of forest, rivers, mountains, and vibrant wildlife. But with the population of over 1.4 billion people, we are facing serious issues like air pollution, water contamination, deforestation, waste management problems, and so on. Still, Indian government has taken certain measures which are considered as positive steps which we have taken to protect our environment. So let's have India's environmental journey. Between 2000 and 2023, the number of protected areas in India increased by 72%. India's Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change reported that number of protected areas in India has been increased by 72% between the year 2000 and 23. Specifically, the number of protected areas rose from 594, which was in 2000, to 1022 in 2023. This means more national park, wildlife sanctuaries, and conservation reserves have been created to protect our plants and animals. The second thing where we have contributed is growth in mangroves. From 2013 to 2021, the mangrove forests in India, which are important for coastal protection and biodiversity, experienced a net increase of 363.68 square kilometer, which is equivalent to 7.86%. From 2013 to 2021, these mangroves has been increased by almost 8%. Third thing where we have contributed is rise in renewable energy. As of late 2024, renewable energy resources, including solar, wind, and hydropower, contributed to over 46% of India's total electricity generation capacity. At the same time, we have achieved universal electrification, that is 100% electrification. Government data indicates that very high percentage of households, close to 100%, have been electrified. Some reports from 2023 suggested that 97% of households have electricity with variation across states. As far as rural power availability is concerned, data from 2024 indicates that the average availability of electricity in rural areas has increased to around 22 hours per day. This is a significant improvement in the previous levels. But at the same time, with the positive changes in the journey to protect our environment, Indian government is facing certain challenges. Number one challenge is air pollution. Some Indian cities have air pollution levels among the worst in the world. with tiny particles that can damage our lungs and hearts. The second problem is water pollution. Many sewage treatment plants in big cities like Delhi are not fully working. This means dirty water still flows into rivers like Yamuna, harming people and wildlife. These are only examples. Third is e-waste problem. India produces about 2 million tons of electronic waste every year, making us the third largest producer in the world. Most of this is not recycled properly. However, there are certain ways through that we can solve these problems. The first measure which we can take is include nature in our budget. When government and companies plan projects, they must measure the environmental cost, just like financial cost, and include that in their budget. The second initiative which we can take is better city planning. Cities should be built with enough green spaces, proper drainage, clean energy, and better waste disposal system. The third area where we can contribute is involve people and communities. Environmental protection is not just the job of government. It needs all of us, students, farmers, workers, homemakers, and business people to do our part. We can use less plastic, save electricity and water, plant more trees, and follow 3 Rs, that is reduce, reuse, and recycle. The fourth initiative is to be taken by the business firm by making their business accountable. So big companies must be asked to publish environmental reports just like financial report so we know how eco-friendly they are. In conclusion, sustainability is not a choice anymore. It is a necessity, and environmental accounting is smart tool that help us to track and manage our use of natural resources just like we manage our money. India is taking steps in the right direction, but we need to move faster and work together. Government, business, civil society, and every citizen. Let us remember, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Let us return it to them in a cleaner, greener, and healthier. Thank you all for your time. Let's act together and build a future that is not only rich in growth, but also greenery, goodness, and gratitude. Jai Hind.